So 72 video, Nicocado's new video is honestly just depressing. So I thought he was doing a lot better. I thought he was losing weight. Is this clickbait title? Because I thought he was losing weight now. He's doing a lot of less mukbangs now. And he's going on like the path of redemption, whatever you want to call it, right?
And everyone wonders why I'm posting less. I'm not happy. I don't like what I've done. I don't like what I've become. I don't like what I look like.
Nikocado's recent video is so incredibly tragic, it makes all of his previous breakdowns seem like they were happy moments. Simply titled Bye, Nikocado talks about deeply regretting his time on YouTube, in the process admitting to financial ruin, and the ways in which fame destroyed his life completely.
Wait, what?
The 41-minute
Financial
video
ruin?
begins on terrible footing, as after only 24 seconds, Nick's already almost on the verge of tears.
Just gonna tell you right off the bat, I'm on the edge of a breakdown. Most likely by the end of this video, I would be flipping out.
The reason for this is quickly revealed. Nick had begun to realize YouTube was actually a terrible choice.
My life was going great, so I decided to do this YouTube life. And I'm sitting here thinking, I have thrown away the best years of my life.
Admitting he never would have started if given a second chance.
I wish I could turn back the clock. I wish I could go back in time. I wish I would never have done YouTube. I wish I would have never decided that this would be a fun way to make a living, that this would be a fun way to have a life, this would be a fun way to provide for my family.
He further hints as to why.
My job is to face people who hate me, who don't care for me, that aren't even interested.
I mean, I would say this. He does look like he lost a lot of weight. But it's like, I don't know, man. He made his decision at this point, right? I think that's like maybe a realization that a lot of maybe content creators that do like clout chasing, for the wrong reasons. Turns out, like, you know what? I became famous, quote unquote, for the very wrong reasons. Where like, I'm literally messed up in the head now because of all this, right? Now, does it affect every single one of them? No. Some of them are like just fine where they are and like what they're doing and stuff. But I don't know. Maybe like I'm a believer that sometimes maybe like at one point you're like, damn, bro, I'm really fucking hated. Not only that, what the fuck am I doing? You know what I mean? I think like especially like the bad cloud chasers, right? I'm not talking about like the cloud chasers in I guess in a good sense ish, right? Like clickbaiting or like not pushing the line kind of thing, or they're just doing it for the sake of content kind of stuff. Like them, they could be like, all right, yeah, I did what I do. I had to do what I had to do in order to get clicks and all that kind of stuff, but it wasn't too crazy, right? But for someone like him, someone like Neon, Jack Doherty, stuff like that, I truly believe, at least, maybe they're not going to fully regret it, but I'm pretty sure they're probably at one point they were like, damn, dude. Damn. You know what I mean? I truly feel that way.
Interested in me. They're here for someone fat.
Yet he's interrupted by his pizza delivery, leading to the video's only moment where Nick isn't totally miserable. However, the second he takes a bite, you can see Nikocado's dark realization that he despises his life completely.
And here's the thing, though. I don't know if this is real or not. Remember, Nikocado has done this before, where he even admitted that he does crime videos on purpose because they get more clicks and they get more views, they get more attention, etc. So I'm sorry, it's like kind of like also like cry wolf at this point too. Or like, is this even real? Like, is this even real? I'm like at this point. Also, him eating pizza is maybe not be the worst thing in the world if he eats it like once a week or something like that. I mean, his kid should not be eating it at all, but at least like, cause he doesn't upload as often, so he doesn't upload like every like 2 days, every 3 days or something like that. I think mukbang videos are fine to a certain extent, right? But like, I feel like to do those type of videos, you really gotta limit yourself unless you're like a competitive eater, because they know more what to do with their body and lose the weight and how to fast, etc., stuff like that. What I've heard and learned. Um, and or like they eat healthy throughout like almost all the time until like the prep for the challenge, whatever. So yeah, that could be another thing too. You know, because again, eating pizza is not the worst thing in the world, but you should obviously never eat it like every 3 days or like once a week, once every 2 weeks will be fine. I think. Um, because that's how I'm doing. I'm treating my diet now, right? I eat one fast food restaurant a week. Now, I am not saying I'm not perfect. There are weeks where like there's a week where I eat like 4 times of the week, which is all fudge, right? It's one thing out there and I'm like, oh god, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Right? I hate like they happen, right? They still happen to me. I'm not perfect. But for the most part, I'm still I stick with the one fast food meal a week, like one meal a week, right? I still keep with that for the most part, but there are weeks where I'm like I just start like binging fast food, right? Like it's just like a thing after a thing after a thing. Now, what I eat in fast food is not the craziest thing in the world because I also like limited myself too with like the small combo, did not add any extra stuff inside, etc. Stuff like that. No soda, still drink my water only or mineral water. I'm still but this is just me justifying it, right? It's still not good for me. I need to like, oh god. But oh, by the way, guys, we're having a new sub goal, and this is gonna be a very interesting sub goal, by the way, because if I hit my sub goal, I will drink one beer, almost one beer a day, almost like my streaming days on stream, and for the next 30 days. Because I read that beer actually has some good benefits for you. Now, obviously not like binge drinking, right? Like 3, 4, 5 beers. Or like because what I read like through multiple articles is like if you drink one beer or 2 beers for guys, it has some good health benefits. I was like, what? That's some BS. No, but it's like I was very surprised. So I don't drink. I don't drink alcohol at all. And I'm willing to do this challenge. But for me, it's gonna be one, not two. It's gonna be one beer a day for the most part. For the next 30 days. That's gonna be the new sub goal, guys. I don't know how that's gonna go about it, that kind of thing. But I want to see if this is actually true to the benefits. Again, I'm not gonna go too crazy with it. I'm not gonna binge drink or anything like that. I'm just gonna do one beer a day. So yeah, I just want to announce that.
I don't like this! I don't like this channel. I don't like what I'm doing with my life. I had goals, I had dreams, and I threw it all away to eat food.
Nick hating his job isn't unexpected, but his claim about money is
Oh, look at all that food, man. That's like that. Like I can't eat that anymore, man. Well, I never ate it like that much before, but what I'm saying is I just can't uh eat food like that without like okay. So what's the one thing that you guys see in this like in this pause image right now? What is the one thing that's missing out of everything that you see in this pause image? There are no vegetables anywhere. No veggies, nothing. No salad, nothing. That's the one thing I guess that I'm happy about myself. It's like I cannot eat anything that's all just meat or pasta or you know in that kind of sense, right? I cannot do that. Not anymore. I have to eat it with like a salad, some veggies of some kind or something. I cannot that's why when I can't even eat pizza by itself anymore. When it's all just bread and meat like no, you gotta I freaking like put like a bunch of veggies on it. No pepperoni, ham, if anything, or no ham. And just put more veggies in that than anything. Like green pepper, spinach, a little bit of jalapeno. This is too crazy because the jalapeno has a lot of sodium. Uh red peppers too as well. And then if I have kale, I'll also add kale too as well. I'm gonna fudge, and also onion. Um, again, not the worst thing in the world, but not the best thing in the world. But like that's the one thing that I noticed throughout this whole image right here. He has no veggies anywhere, and I cannot do that. I like. Can you guys do that when you guys can order a meal and just like not eat anything with veggies? I'm curious because I know there's some meals like that, right? Like chicken nuggets, right? Like, you know, and fries. So
Is a little more surprising.
The irony is I've barely made any money for the past 2-3 years.
Across Nikocado's 5 biggest channels, he's done 1.85 billion views total, which by applying a conservative ad rate of $3 per 1,000 views, means he's made $5.5 million from YouTube ads alone. He also charges $500 per cameo and has over 1,000 reviews, meaning if you include maybe another 1,000 people who didn't review, he's also likely made over $1 million from this. Then Nick also has a Patreon and his iconic line of merch, which when combined with everything else, could mean total career earnings of almost 10 million. So how could it be possible he didn't make much money?
Yeah,
well,
what?
Nikocado would elaborate.
I hate that my job is showing up here and hoping I get paid from it because the YouTube gods strike me down 3 years ago and it's never improved.
Nick seemed to imply his videos were rarely monetized, which has been happening for over 3 years.
What?
We tested this by watching his content on a fresh new account and found that most videos on More Nikocado don't even play one single ad. On the contrary, most of his third channel videos
Oh, wait, what?
have ads, but his earnings didn't matter anyway, because any money he did make has now been fully wasted.
It wasn't even worth it. I barely made any money. And the money I did make.
Oh, he's no longer monetized? Is it because the content is just too toxic? Because he can just easily make good, like, good wholesome mukbang videos, but I guess people don't want to watch that, right? Like I said, those mukbangs that you do like every like once a week, every 3 weeks or something like that, and then do other type of content or something. But yeah,
I lost.
To the extent that Nikocado's now struggling to survive.
I hate my finances. I hate my husband. I hate my family. I hate my friends. I hate my work. I hate this country. I hate this place. To pay so much just to survive.
As a result, he begins to consider even moving to a different country.
I'm literally about to move to Indonesia. I have a friend there right now, and do you know how much she paid for her dinner? $2.24.
Which Nick has actually done before, having spent 3 years living in South America. He acknowledges
that's
the
so
easiest
crazy how you used to look
would have
like.
simply been to make a different type of content.
And I knew if I would have done something more age appropriate or more whatever, friendly. What was this all for? I don't even like this.
Or more tragically, stick with his previous love of playing violin.
I felt like I had purpose to create beautiful music, to inspire people, to give people hope when they're going through horrible shit.
It seems Nikocado's mukbangs have destroyed his previous talent.
I used to play the violin, and my fingers got too fat, they get stuck in the strings, they go bonk, and then I can't play anymore.
Missing violin as an art form that actually impacted people's lives.
All it takes is one person to come to a concert or a show, and you change their life because you inspire them to do something similar or go into the arts or something. And I'm sitting here eating food.
In Oompaville's It's Your Fault, Nikocado further added,
I was very good. I got a full ride scholarship to my school. Could you Juilliard
shred?
school. Have you known about it? I went to the Juilliard for 2 years.
I don't know what that is.
with Juilliard being the world's most prestigious music school. A user on Reddit found Nick's full list of violin achievements, of which there were certainly many, and it therefore makes sense that he was good enough to teach.
Have you ever had a job?
Yeah, many. Violin lessons. I used to play at weddings.
A YouTuber named Violin Mechanic also watched all of Nick's violin videos, concluding he was near professional.
Right from the bat, I can tell that this guy plays fantastically in tune.
And it seemed this respect from other people was what Nick missed more than anything else.
When I would finish my shows, I would sign autographs. People would wait in a line to take photos of me, which I think some people would now, but it's for a different reason. It's not because I just inspired them. It's because I am a fat, funny meme.
By playing on the street, Nick attracted massive crowds, but as he sits there thinking for over 20 seconds, he realizes what he truly misses is the respect he had for himself.
And I had a sense of pride, a sense of honor, a sense of happiness. I felt closer to God. actually.
In comparison to his music, he's lost all motivation to mukbang.
I felt like I was doing something that I was called to do. I don't feel that with these videos.
Which can definitely be felt throughout the entire video.
I can't even sit here and fake this for you. I'm not going to.
He tries to talk about the food but clearly doesn't care.
Let's try these breadsticks. It's fine.
As Nick's instead preoccupied with the thought of him retiring.
And if I just quit YouTube, who's gonna care? Couple hundred people, okay. I can't watch Nikocado slurp noodles and eat Takis. Oh, my life's not the same. I used to watch Nikocado eat Taki.
It's a topic he's been considering throughout the previous year, so why doesn't he quit and do something else completely? Well, he addresses this also.
I can't even get a normal job. I mean, imagine if I went to apply doing some type of management. Because I'm so known, or there's so many horrible things I've put myself into, situations, it's like, it's gonna create a polarizing environment. You know how many people hate me? They don't want to work with me. It's like, great, so now I've really limited myself.
Sadly, Nick is probably right. If he was spotted working retail, it'd be a story instantly, but there are still other YouTube ideas that could also be successful. A YouTuber named Oosgang went unexpectedly viral when he began a series titled Try to Lose Weight in 100 Weeks. Well, Nick showed in his recent video that he was already losing weight.
I recently lost 89 pounds, but I'm still morbidly obese. I can't even fit in a chair.
Which has been proven as an element the audience likes to follow. Combine this with Nikocado's notoriety, and you've got a mega viral series that could fix his channel health and declining self-esteem.
I'm so ugly. I don't want to be ugly.
I was saying, oh yeah. So you can literally, other than like the weight loss journey videos, like one video a week of like his weight loss journey, you could also do something with music, whether reacting to a violinist or criticizing, give actual critique to other violin people or something with music, because he does have the resume for it, and he does know what he's talking about within that realm. So he could also do that too, or somehow figure it out. No, I was talking about the video, this right here, but yeah.
Whilst giving him respect from every single viewer. Imagine if he disappeared off of YouTube for a year or two, lost all the weight and built muscle, became an absolute Chad, and returned to YouTube as a violin YouTuber. The respect he'd receive would be insane. The only problem is Nick's completely terrified of trying something new.
The worst part is I have an escape route, and I'm so afraid to take it.
At this point, however, is there another alternative?
I get it.
Halfway through life, I don't want to spend the next half being like this.
Even Nick himself admitted he can't keep doing mukbangs.
You can't keep betting on the dying horse. You just can't. And in my stupid mind, it's like, it will change, it'll get better. Oh, if I pump out more content, I'm not liked. I'm just not liked, and that's the fact, and it hurts.
And I doubt Nick's as disliked as he clearly thinks. There are loads of different people who appreciate the meme, while his series he made with Oompaville helped restore his reputation. The honesty in his recent video also makes him much more likable, especially in the segments where he takes responsibility.
But it's nothing to do with you, really. It's everything to do with me.
Still, Nikocado's convinced that everybody hates him.
And I'm here, filming for people.
Because people hate him for a while.
Wow, my life is so cool.
Making the video's main point all the more obvious. He desperately needs to try something new.
It's like a dead relationship. You're clinging to something dead. Stop living in the past.
True. Yeah, I mean, I could get that, especially from a credit standpoint, right? Like if you try something new of something you've always been doing, you're like, damn, this is working, or this is not working anymore. But if I let this go, I'll lose everything if I try something new, right? It's like one of those streamers that play only one game, and they're like, they don't want to play another game, because if they do, they lose all their viewership, and they feel like they will never get the new viewership up and coming no more. They like die, right? Like for example, Ninja is a perfect example of that. One of the biggest streamers in the world, to kind of like, he's still a big streamer. Myself. No, actually, I'm doing a lot of art right now, right? But I'm doing gaming again. I'm doing more games again. But yeah, same thing with me. Yeah, totally. Yeah, because but there's even one point when I was only doing traditional art, and I was not doing digital art at all, because I felt like, oh, only people want to watch me do traditional art. But now it's at a point where it's like, whatever's. So I'm learning that. Like I had to do something different, right? That's why I'm doing more. I want to do more gaming now, but it's like I'm just trying to finish this project and all that. But yeah, that's why I gotta I've been working on that's why I gotta play more current games. There are like not old games, right? cause like to keep up with what to get into the new thing. And so that's what I did with the YouTube and with the fighting games, right? With the art combat series. I was like, I'm just gonna do something new with that. I'm still related with art, but I'm still doing something new. Something with my rivals. I still want to do the review stuff. And once I finish this project, I'll be able to do a lot of that stuff. So hopefully I get out that bubble too. Because again, yeah, I get it. I get like doing something like comfortable for a while. Like I never do something new. And I'm gonna start doing a lot of new things, right? It's still gonna be related to art, but I'm adding new stuff. Like I'm no longer gonna like, if I play this game, will people watch me? That kind, like, no, I don't care, right? But I do care in some sense of like, I'm not gonna play any kind of game I want. Maybe only a YouTube sense, but not on a streaming sense, because I gotta play games that are current that actually people do watch, right? That's an obvious thing. So that's another thing I gotta get my hand around too. Is just like I gotta be obvious with that too. I gotta be honest with that too. So it's like I gotta find a good balance with it. Yeah. So I totally understand it. I totally get it. But I am trying to like grow out of that for sure. Like right now, I guess like also like with art, since I only did a lot of digital art back in like when I was in my recovering phase. Traditional art is something I really want to do again. I just gotta finish this, but like once I get everything done on this, traditional art's gonna come back, custom painting is gonna come back, and then gaming is gonna come back a lot more too as well. Especially next week. Next week is Marvel's Capcom. I am not. I'm gonna try. Let's see. When is Marvel's Capcom Day? Let's see. Hold up. It's on Thursday. So yeah, I finished Zelda Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. Sorry, on the 10th or 11th, finished Tears of the Kingdom, and on the 12th, I played Marvel's Capcom. There you go. There you go. I'm gonna start playing that game, right? Where I could start with like an artwork base on the game or something. I don't know, or something. Who knows? But I'm gonna play Marvel's Capcom Collection. Of course, I'm gonna play it. Like what? Of course. So yeah, that's gonna be like the next game I'm gonna be playing. I will play the last Ronin, but I gotta play Marvel's Capcom. I just have to play that right away. I have to play that right away after Tears of the Kingdom. Like I just have to, right? Like I have to. But anyways, good video overall. Hopefully he gets help. And honestly, you can do a lot. If you lose all the weight, go back to violin. Even if it's not as good as it was before, I think people will still really respect that either way. His solo YouTube career is depressing, not gonna lie. Became an addict. He became an addict of like the intention, not the food. Or he got the attention and money and all that. That's my opinion. Somewhere in the multiverse, just they became a world-class violinist. Pretty much. Yeah, he could have been a world-class violinist at one point, which it's so very surprising to me that he gave that up. I'm still like, what? That's crazy. That's the crazy thing about this whole video. It's like I didn't know that.